why does this team keep doing this over and over again? Hawks lose 3-1 to the Vancouver Canucks. And this one hurts way more than any of the losses against the Avalanche or the Wild did for one reason only. The Canucks are not as good as the Avalanche and Wild, and so I was actually coming into this game expecting the team to do well, where I wasn't really expecting anything out of those Avs and Wild games. Not at all. I expected them to actually play well in this one, and they did not at all. It puzzles me. 2 games ago, they scored 8 goals against Detroit. 4 in the first. A hat trick for Strome to break it at a multi-goal game. They play against Colorado, even though they're down 3-0. They score twice to keep it within 1, and then they answer the Avs, and they lose by 2 against the Avalanche. It's like, I don't get it. Why then you play those 2 games, and then you come into this one at home against Vancouver and can only muster 1 goal. And I think this just comes down to the fact that the offense only put up 21 shots. That might be a new low for the season. I think it is. 21 shots. 21 shots. That means Yaroslav Halak, who's still in the league, by the way, I don't know how, only had to make 20 saves in this game. That's a pretty easy task for a goaltender to only make 20 saves. And he still let up one, but, it doesn't matter. The Hawks offense just could not shoot the puck in this one, and it showed. They only scored once. I don't know what it is about Vancouver, but the offense just doesn't show up against the Vancouver Canucks. Thank goodness it's our last game against them. But in all 3 games against the Canucks this season, the Hawks have scored just once. All 3. And we were still able to win one of those. On the road to Vancouver, we won 1-0. But these 2 games at home, it's been 4-1 and 3-1. Just the team cannot score against the Canucks. I mean, it starts in the first period as Dowling takes a shot on Fleury with about 8 minutes to go, and he stopped. It gets absolutely tumbled to the ground, but because the Hawks can't clear it, he ends up being the recipient of a pass, and he's got his back face towards the net, so he passes it right to the stick of Alex Chason, who then beats Fleury and scores to make it 1-0. Next, with about 4.5 minutes gone by in the second period, I don't even know how this goes in, as Quinn Hughes just hangs onto the puck and at a tough angle, pass it right to the stick of Brock Besser, who then tips it at a tough angle, and it goes in somehow. I don't know how that works, but it did. And Brock Besser has his 12th of the year, and Quinn Hughes has over 30 assists this season. That is unbelievable. Quinn Hughes is one of the best defensemen in the league. That is no question. And it's plays like this that show why he's so good. He puts the pass at the perfect place for Besser to have that perfect tip in. And he's creating goals for the Canucks. And so Vancouver's up 2-0 going to the third period. Connor Murphy would end up scoring for the Hawks to make it 2-1. But then the Canucks would score with under 30 seconds to go to make it 3-1, and that would be the final score. And see, Murphy scored on a nice pass from Patrick Kane on a slap shot. I mean, it wasn't the prettiest thing, and I'm pretty sure that's why it went in the net and Halak couldn't stop it, because it wasn't exactly what you'd expect from a normal slap shot. So Murphy does score, and then it's Luke Schenn to put away the game. It just doesn't make sense to me, honestly. I just don't get it. I think it might just be that this team is I don't get it. You play well 2 straight games after playing like crap the previous 4. You play well against Detroit. You score 8. You score 4 against the Avalanche after being down 3-0. You still lose, but it is the Avalanche, so I'll let you guys pass on that one. It's a great team. They were 14-0-1 in their last 15. I'm not blaming you for that loss. That's just, you run into a tough team. But this just makes no sense. How you go from, and even just looking back to the previous game, you lose by 2 to the Avalanche. You're on a roll. You're down 3-0. You come back to make it within a one goal game, and you look like you don't have any quit. You keep fighting until the end. And this one, they just didn't show up. They just didn't show up in this game. It just, it's so frustrating because it's like, okay, we played well against the Avalanche, still lost by multiple goals, but it's okay. We have Vancouver next. We can potentially win this game if the offense continues to play well and shoot the puck. That's not what they did. The offense just didn't show up. They didn't show up. They put 21 shots on net. That's like nothing. Honestly, it's shocking they even scored. I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? If you only need to make 20 saves in a game, you're going to win that game most of the time. And see, I thought this was going to be a game where the Hawks get 2 more points before they play the Wild for the third time in like 10 days or something. It's like, and then, go on this break, maybe regroup. It's like we're going to go into this break on a terrible, terrible skid. After this 4-game winning streak that we had from Vegas to Anaheim, we've won 1 game since, and that was against Detroit. It's just upsetting. It makes no sense. I don't get it. It's frustrating. It's just frustrating. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they can put up a fight against Minnesota. That's all we can ask for at this point. So if you like this video, that's going to do it for me. I got nothing else. If you liked it, please hit the like button. And please hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time.